I love y'all. I see everybody up in here. I see everybody up in here. I'm waiting for y'all to come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. We're going to get this thing on and popping. Today is Wednesday, the only day. Luke Show, full effect. Y'all come on in. We're going to talk about vaccines and sports tonight. Vaccines and sports. I want you all to convince me to go get the shot. And maybe you'll be convincing some other people at the same time. Because that's going to be important. Come on in. All right. This is what we normally do, people. We get our good folks up in here, and then we start talking trash. We go to singing Where You From, and we ask everybody to say where they from. You know, get it on and popping. It's your boy, Uncle Luke. Welcome to the Luke Show. We do this shit every Wednesday, and we do it also on Sunday. Or if it's a special occasion, I get up in here and come on in and talk shit. I see you, Birmingham, Alabama. So right now, I want to know where the fuck y'all from. Where you from? Where you from? So you got to type it in here. I want to know where everybody from. We in the club. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Be more. Where you from? Where you from? Detroit. Where you from? Old Town. Hey, I see you, Old Town, in the building. Yep. I see you, Fort Pierce, in the building. Yes, sir, buddy. Memphis in the building. Yep. Oh, man. Hey, look here. There it is, Louisiana up in this piece. I see you, Georgia. Memphis, and GA. Oh, look at you, Cheryl. I see you, Gerald. Cheryl, we're going to have us a good time tonight. We're going to have us a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight, Philly. Hey, Dallas, I see you in the house, Dallas. Let's get this shit popping. 305. 305. Till I die. Uh-oh, Columbus, Georgia. Columbia can't get it right. South Carolina. Hey, there you go, VA. I see y'all up in here, VA. Y'all looking good. Yep. And that's my hometown right there, Liberty City, 1095 Northwest 58 Terrace, in the city, baby. Born and raised, Uncle Luke, city boy, city slicker, all that. 954. What's up, Randy? I see you, Randy. Hey, who's from Georgia? Tifton, Georgia. Let me tell y'all, Tifton, Georgia got the most beautiful women in the world up in that piece. 315, I see you, 315. Broward County is in this building too. Where you at, Broward? Where you at, Broward? Where you at, Broward? Where you at, Broward? Oh, that's Memphis right there. Mississippi, I'm sorry. I'm tripping right now. Mississippi up in the building. Yup. Hey, yo, my name is Luke too. But why you think say Kenny? If you Luke, but then again, everybody could be Uncle Luke. It's no problem. 225. What a 225? I see 225. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. Mike in Georgia. Kenny. Yep. All right. Hey, listen, man. Let's get this shit going. Let's get it going. Let me just say this here. Buffalo, New York, I see y'all. It's a lot of things going on with this vaccine. Now I'm going to talk about the vaccine, then we're going to talk about sports, because sports is going to be the best thing that we can talk about. And then the last part of it, I'm going to talk about Mr. Kevin Sullivan and the relationship conversation, because I know a lot of women want to talk about that, so I got to save that for last. But the vaccine, I woke up this morning and I did a tweet. It was a kind of cryptic tweet. A lot of people were like, what the fuck did you, what are you saying? It was cryptic. You know, I have a tendency of doing cryptic tweets where people be like, I don't really understand what this dude talking about. But I understand So the tweet went like this. The tweet went like this. I was thinking, I woke up in the morning, I was thinking about this. I said, if there's only 50% of Americans have not taken the vaccine, y'all need to follow me on this. 50% of the Americans not taking the vaccine. So now if 50% is not taking the vaccine, the other 50% has taken the vaccine. So 20% of that 50% who has taken the vaccine was basically forced to take the vaccine because of the job. You got to take the vaccine in order to work at the hospital. You got to take the vaccine to work public works. You got to take the vaccine or you can't come back to work no more, wherever it may be. So that's the 20%. Then there's the other 30% who took the vaccine as soon as it came out. That's why you saw the lines around the buildings where they had the vaccine and everything. Everybody jumped on it. So that 30%, as if you're the government looking in at it, that 30%, the government and the media, the idiot box, feels like they have control over that 30% because they had to force the other 20% to take the vaccine. Other than that, they'll lose their fucking job. Now, me and other people that are in the 50% that has not taken the vaccine, I haven't taken it. I have not taken it. I've got the antibodies. I talked to my doctors. You got the antibodies. You don't necessarily need to take it. Some people say, oh, it wears off. You need to take it. I listen to my fucking doctors. Okay, so I haven't taken it. Let's set that record straight. I ain't got no problem revealing whether I took the shit or not. So now, follow me, please follow me. So you got the 30% that took it because they saw it on the TV and the idiot box made them go take it, which that's their choice. I got no problem with that. Then the 20% who had to take it because of their jobs, and then now you have the 50%. So now the government is pushing right now. We're pushing this fucking, you got to take the vaccine. We got a new strain. We got new shit coming. You got to take the vaccine. And there are a lot of conspiracy theorists which are holding back the other 50% for taking it. So I woke up this morning saying they're putting this mad push on taking the vaccine. So what if, let's think about this. You got 50% that has taken the vaccine. They feel like they control that 50%. The government wants to control the people. Either you agree to that or you don't. They want to control the people. So technically, the government could get rid of 50% of the people and keep the people who they can control. So technically, the government can get rid of the 50% they can't control because y'all motherfuckers is outcasts. Y'all motherfuckers talk too much. Y'all motherfuckers get on social media. Y'all got too much of an opinion. We can't influence your brain. We can't make you think. Y'all think too much. Y'all brilliant people. Y'all too goddamn smart for your own britches. If we just get rid of y'all ass and keep this other 50%, the scary ones, and the ones who look at the media and who's easy to be influenced, we would be a better place. I just fuck y'all all up. Well, hold on. No comment there. No comment. Hopefully y'all follow me. So at some point, the government gonna say, fuck this. Y'all ain't taking the vaccine. We actually can get rid of 50% of you motherfuckers, and we can control this other 50% that took the vaccine because they listen to us. They gonna do what the fuck we say do, and we can have a better place. I'm going to Mars. I'm gonna take you 20, sweetheart. If you go to Mars, it's gonna take you 28 million. It's gonna take you what the dude named, the two rich dudes battling it out, spending billions of dollars flying up to the outside of the atmosphere. It's gonna take you $28 million. And that shit ain't landing nowhere. They just going up for 30 seconds and coming back down. I'm just saying. I just woke up and I just had a moment. I said, when everybody go to forcing some shit on you, anybody that force some things on me, I just be feeling some kind of way. Like a girl could be trying to give me some motherfucking ass. Give me some ass. Just trying to throw that shit on me. I'll be like, nah, everything, my mom always told me everything that comes too easy and everything people try to force on you ain't necessarily good. So I be living by those core values. So that's why I'm like, the vaccine could be great for me. But at some point, I'm going to say, well, if I want to live, I'm going to have to take this fucking vaccine. Because the 50% of the ones who with me, we are everybody on the 50% side who have not taken the vaccine. Everybody on that side got their own mind. They're not easily influenced by the government. They can't be influenced by Don Lemon or the motherfuckers on Fox or Trump or Biden or Pelosi or Schumer or all these. We in that 50%. We some motherfuckers. We got our own goddamn mind. So we sitting up here like, what's the fix? Most people in the 50% who has not taken the vaccine, the first thing they say, how the fuck they can create something in less than a year when they haven't created anything for AIDS, when they haven't created anything for fucking goddamn AIDS and cancer and cerebral palsy and all these diseases that they've been trying to find a cure for all these years. But meanwhile, we do know there was reports that COVID-19 was always on the shelf. And Obama said, Google it. He mentioned there's an outbreak called COVID-19 that's going to go and fuck some people up. So somebody let that shit out. I'm not making this shit up. Oh, it came from the Wuhan lab in China. The Wuhan lab in China. You got to remember, let me give you some historical facts. And that's why black people are so scared to take the vaccine, because this is not the first vaccine they told black people to take. There was such a thing that called Tuskegee experiment. Oh, baby. They might come get me in a minute. If they come get me, y'all got them to come find me. There was a such thing called the Tuskegee experiment where they experimented on African Americans. There was another outbreak in 1960 or some shit like that, where they have pictures of people sitting in the football stadium with their masks on, similar to what right now. This ain't the first outbreak. And then you go back and trace history. So you had the Tuskegee experiment. Let me follow me, black people. And I know I got a lot of my white brothers and sisters on here. We ain't talking about y'all. Follow me right here. Back in the slavery days, they used to kill little black babies. They would kill little black babies in the slavery days. If the black baby didn't come from a buff, big man, some, what they call them, studs. If they had stud on stud, it was similar to the horses breeding the horses. They breeded slaves. Big woman, big stud man. Y'all go in there and y'all have some sex and y'all bring us another baby that's going to come out here and do the right thing in the field, and we could sell that motherfucker to another motherfucker house and all that there. That's what they did. But then what did they do to the women who had no stud babies? They killed them. In Gainesville, Y'all be talking about the Florida Gators. I love my Gators. If you ain't a Gator, you're Gator bait. Go look up what Gator bait means. That's why that whole SEC, that's a whole nother movie. I ain't getting on that. That's why that whole shit is complete racist. So that's what, in Florida, that's what they call the babies that they got rid of. They called them Gator bait. And they gave the babies who did not come from stud mama and stud daddy to the alligators, and the alligators ate the little black babies. Don't believe me. I ain't making this shit up. I'm just a history junkie. I'm sorry. My daddy and mama and great uncle always told me, if you want to find some shit out, read a book. They don't expect African Americans to read books, but in the slavery days, you got lynched and murdered. If you was a black person, read the fucking book. So you think these shits change? You really think you're a buck? You really think this stuff changed? They just dress this shit up and put a skirt on it. Nothing has changed in this country. Even our economical status has not changed. We still killing each other in the fucking hood every day. And nobody is doing nothing about it. They're covering it up with the COVID and shit. They talk about COVID killing. What about blacks killing blacks? Spanish flu. That's right, Chuck. Spanish flu pandemic in 1918 football game was Georgia Tech. You're fucking correct. Thank you, Chuck. See, I got some smart intellectual people that look at this. That's why I don't go on that goddamn. I go on that goddamn Instagram. I know what I'm gonna get. A bunch of half-naked women and half of the motherfuckers don't know who the fucking president is. But when I come on Facebook live, I have a whole bunch of intellectuals that know what the fuck I'm talking about. So if I don't have the information I have a roundabout, then I have intellectual people who can then come. Spanish flu, the Georgia Tech football game, everybody had a fucking mask on. In 19, so this shit ain't, this ain't the same. This ain't new. So the question is this another pandemic designed to stick you in the arm to get rid of black people? Because if y'all keep going, y'all be the dominant race. And that's what it was too, on top of this in slavery day. It was a buck plus. If they keep multiplying, they having sex and they having babies 5-1 to the white man. So if they have too many of these motherfucking babies, then they're gonna be the dominant race. Why the fuck we ain't the dominant race right now? Is census a lie? Is the census a lie? Why we ain't the dominant race? You know why we ain't the dominant race? Because they let the guns in the hood and they give us lack of education and lack of opportunity. So what the fuck we gonna do? Start killing each other? Oh, baby. Bad education. Lack of opportunity. Anybody looking for them handout? Bad education, lack of opportunity. Spells what? The savage mentality. I gotta get me. And then they pump all this shit to us, to the people in the neighborhood. People get depressed and like, these motherfuckers got jewelry on, they got these fly-ass cars and they got this shit and all this shit and everything, and I ain't got shit. Fuck that, man. I'm trying to go get me. Fuck it. Ride or die. Shit. Yes, we are killing each other. That's by design. Ain't nothing done in this country. Ain't nothing done in this country. Black people are the most brilliant people in the fucking world. When you talk about, let's think about it. See, but the problem is black people don't know it. Let me educate you on the black people. Let me educate you on black people. Why I love me some motherfucking black people. Why? They be like, look, you look like one of them guys who gonna get you a white woman. No, I'm okay with the white women. It's okay. It's okay. But I got chocolate, light skin, brown skin, chocolate, all them fucking flavors. They ain't got but blonde and brunette. Why am I off subject right now? Let me get back to the subject. We are some brilliant people. Let me educate y'all why I come to that conclusion. Anything they create in some lab in Silicon Valley, in some lab in Washington, D.C., and some shit in Germany, anything they create, black people jailbreak that shit in the hood. Tell me something they ain't created. We didn't jailbreak. Anything they create, we could fucking dissect it and jailbreak that motherfucker. They came up with satellite TV. We jailbroke satellite TV. And everybody was selling a satellite TV card in the barbershop. We jailbroke the shit out of that. What else did they jailbreak? Cell phones. When the cell phones came up, what happened? We jailbroke that shit and started selling hot phones. What else did they jailbreak? They came up with this TV shit on the Fire Stick. We jailbroke the fucking Fire Stick. Anything they come up with, we shit. Them boys scamming like a motherfucker right now. Everybody got some money because what? They came up and they say, oh, we're going to give everybody some money. Them boys figured out a way to get the money from the government. They took millions, many days and many scholars and shit to go and figure out how to get their jailbroke that. We are some brilliant people and they know it. So just imagine you educate all these people from the hood who jailbreak everything that they create. Who would be the dominant race and who would be now in the 1%? Us. And shit they created, we couldn't jailbreak. Nothing. We some brilliant people, we just don't know it. We some brilliant people, we just don't know it. Just like the motherfucking COVID test. It's 1,000 black people selling the motherfucking COVID test card. Hey man, you want to I duplicated the motherfucking card, I'll get you a card. You want some driver license, you want a passport, you want whatever the fuck you want, you can get that shit in the barbershop or the beauty salon. We are some brilliant people. Just imagine if we put our mind together, but they know how smart we are. They know how smart we are. So when a motherfucker like us come up, they pull us down. And I'm living proof of that. And what they end up doing, they got to go find them Uncle Tom Negroes to then use them to give them a little piece of something. And at the end of the day, what ends up happening? They use them. We some brilliant people. They go find a few of us and then we fight each other. We go fight each other. Find a few of us, we fight each other. We take advantage of each other. We get mad at each other. They get caught up. Like the man said, I'm getting to Kevin Sullivan and I was looking at him and I started looking up some of the research that he was citing when he said 80% of black divorces, of the 100% black divorces, 80% of the black divorces, black women divorced their husband, and 20%, I was fucking blown away when I heard that. I was blown away. Blown away. Because we some brilliant people, and it's always been by design to tear up the black family. It's always been by design. They gave out the welfare checks. And then they said, oh, yeah, well, more white people on welfare than there is black people. More white people in this country living in poverty than black people. They don't ever advertise that. You don't see no Blind Side story with no white person coming from the trailer park playing football or basketball and some white family took Bobby Joe in. No, they put that shit into your TV and on the movie screen. Y'all be like, oh, that's so great. But they didn't take in the brothers and sisters. They took in just that motherfucker who was big as fuck and athletic as fuck and was going to go and get some money. They didn't take in everybody. They never do, even right now today. Right now today. I asked the kids, I got top 5-star, and 8-star kids, big time kids play for me on the football team. And then they say, yeah, the little white guys go to hanging around. I say, hey, look at them, come around with that bullshit. My kids don't need no daddy. They got daddies and they got mamas at home. They don't need no money. They got daddies and mamas. Don't come over here with the Blind Side shit. If you're going to help him, you're going to help all his siblings. Ooh. And they go to running. Play that shit. Oh, you can go to St. Thomas and get a great education. You can go to American Heritage and get a great education. You can go to Carnegie and get a great education. My ass. Oh, my son goes to the private school. No, it's called private prep school. Your son goes to the prep school with some brilliant people. Your son don't go to the fucking private school. Your son go to the prep school. Your son go to the preparatory, American Heritage Preparatory School. They see all athletes. Preparatory, not American Heritage, the American Heritage where everybody paying $60,000 a fucking year, maybe more. I might have a number wrong. Going to the fucking preparatory school. No. My son goes to the private school. Oh my God. He's going to Gulliver. No, Gulliver Preparatory. Your son's going to Gulliver Preparatory. Let me tell you, I'm getting off subject. I go to start on this private school education that athletes are not getting. Don't have me start on IMG, the slave factory up in that everybody in the state of Florida is paying for. Oh, God. We are some brilliant people. We're smart. We are smart. We can figure our way out of anything. Anything that we have right now, nothing was given to us. Whatever we have right now, we got houses, we got cars, we got this, we got big music business. We created that shit. Ain't nobody gave us nothing. But everybody else don't look like us, the ones who are profiting off of it. Because we're an economical engine that we don't even know that we're an economical engine. It's like Bradford up here in Georgia. They got the same game plan. Where's my mouse? It ain't working. Here we go. Come on, mouse. It's the same thing. Like I say, my whole conversation tonight is about they use the same game plan. They use the same game plan from slavery to get rid of black people because they don't want us to be the dominant race. They use the same game plan of oppressing us. They use the same game plan of finding a house nigga. Do you know they have a fucking job description of a house Negro? They know what a house Negro look like. They have the same game plan. They go as far as you will never see people who work in city government, black people who work in city government from that area. No, they'll go get a dude from Detroit and make him the city manager in Miami. He don't give a fuck about black people in Miami. He don't even know the history of black people in Miami, but he's a black person that's sitting up there in the picture with his suit on. It's the same game. Same game. But we just get caught up in it. That's why I hope in my lifetime, you know, I know some old people, 99, 100-year-old people, black people, they lived to see a black president, and that was historic for them. You know, before I leave here, I want to live to see black people come together. Say, fuck this shit. Get smart. Own their own NFL team. They don't care own their own NFL team. All the fucking NFL black players get out the fucking league. Same thing with the NBA. Don't go find one token Negro, give him a motherfucking team, and then make all us feel like we happy. All the black college football players go to historical black colleges. Get the fuck out of the white colleges. All black people stop getting caught up with this whole mentality that, oh, your son going to the private school, when knowing damn well your son going to the preparatory, the outhouse, what I call it. Suck it in. When we all could get together and we could then now, and that's why I have a problem with integration. Y'all like that integration shit? We're better off before integration. Because you know what? We would take the dollar, we would take our money, and we'd go back to the neighborhood, like Overtown. We'll go to the bars in Overtown. We'll spend money with the Overtown people who own the shit. Black people own the pool hall. Black people own the club. Black people own the night beat. Black people own everything. Black people own the corner store. Black people own the fucking furniture store. Black people own the goddamn the gas station. And when we took our money, black people own the beauty salon. Black people own the goddamn barber shop. And we took our money. You know what we did our money? We went and spent money within our community. We don't do that shit no more. The dollar transfer in the black community, 1.1% of the time. The dollar transfer in the Hispanic community, 8% of the time. And we some brilliant people, and they know it. But you know what? They got their fucking hooks around us. Soon as one of us start leaking out of the pack, they grab us. And they take us in these fucked up situations. They bring us in the room and they have a whole bunch of white people sitting around like, yeah, you're one of us. You're brilliant. That's why I love Dave Chappelle so much. Because niggas like Dave Chappelle know him and Chris Rock and all them, they know the bullshit. When they see it, they similar to me. So, oh, you think I'm impressed? Oh, let's go out to the restaurant and then show you some pretty ass menu and have the shit on there. You don't even know what the shit is. It ain't nothing but a fucking pork chop. It's a baked chicken. It's a fucking steak, a quarter and blue. It ain't a motherfucking steak with some goddamn crabs on top and some garlic butter, but they got all the fat. So you getting intimidated. They're taking you over there, know what they're doing. This nigga can't read the menu, so he needs to be impressed by us. That's why y'all see me on social media. I take my child everywhere I go. There's nobody going to introduce my child to what they consider the finer things in life. I don't consider it the fine thing. It's a fucking pork chop is a pork chop. Y'all came up with some sexy ass name and put it on the menu. A steak is a steak. A lamb chop is a fucking lamb. And a first class is a big ass seat. Sitting in the front, they ain't give you nothing but free drinks. And no, you're not going to be the one. And I urge everybody, show your kids, show your daughters, show your sons the finer things in life. Because your kids get intimidated and thinking that they the fucking end of all. They're already being taught white is right and black is bad. My son, get your ass, come on. You want to go? Let's go. You know, first class seat. Get me hey. Give me the big plane. Give me the big fucking, give me the 777, give me the 777 with the fucking bed where that bitch lay down and the TV, and he have his black ass sitting up in there with the shit laying down with the TV and the white kids and the white people sitting over there looking like, fuck are those people? And the first thing they say is, are you a basketball player? Fuck no. Own several businesses. Darling, oh, I thought you were an athlete. I know. You just racially profiled me. Because niggas don't supposed to have sense to be sitting up here in first class. I'm just sitting here because I don't like riding private anymore. Yes, I had a jet. It was called a Citation, but I just closed in on me, and I prefer laying down in the fucking bed. Don't fuck with me. Get away from me. This here. I love y'all. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. We're brilliant. We're brilliant people. Anything they can create, we can jailbreak that shit. New Orleans, I see y'all. Bean is in here. Crystal Foss is in here. Crystal Foss is in here. I have been waiting for her. She controls the massage lady. Crystal controls the fucking. She has this lady who is a cook. Crystal Foss ain't never brought the lady yet. Never brought the massage lady. Nothing. I have to call Bean on here to then have Bean. If Bean was over here, then Crystal may come with the massage lady and everybody. Luke for governor. I'm thinking about running for governor. So let's get on the relationship thing with Kevin Sullivan. That dude is something special. Homeboy is a beast. How do y'all feel about him? Tell me. If you know about him, you feel about him. Hey, Bean, stop it. Hey, our prayers go out to Bean. Y'all see Bean right here. Bean is the guy. I have to have sense of him, Torian Bean. Torian Bean went to Florida State University. One of my good friends. We go out, have drinks, smoke cigars. Bean father passed last week. So y'all give some prayers, some of those prayer emojis for Bean. He's in mourning. That's my good friend. He was with his father to the end. He loved him so dearly. Y'all give him some prayers, emojis. I try to keep Bean upbeat, so I talk shit to him, you know, to have him laughing. But that's my good friend. Crystal Foster, she on here. Look at her. See? And she go, stay on topic. That's another one of my good friends. But let me say this here. I'm gonna say this here. We are some brilliant people. But we need to know that. We need to understand that we're brilliant people. It ain't nothing they could do. The things that we created as African Americans, we're nothing. We create a lot of things. The only thing they do is they're brilliant in the manner of stealing our ideals and stealing the things that we create. We used to create a lot of shit. Now we jailbreak a lot of shit. Because what they do is they've taken us out of the creation aspect. They make it, you have to go to these sexy ass colleges to go to Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is so intimidating. It's similar to what college was for African Americans many years ago. They were intimidated to go to college. That's why 15 years ago, I started taking kids on college tours, and I still do it to this day. So when they go there, they're not intimidated. They look, it's like, oh shit, I see people look like me. And so they're not intimidated. So when they go back home and go to high school, they do the work to inspire to go to college because they see people that look like them. You got to do these things. It's the little things. Because I know how brilliant African Americans are. We're brilliant people. It's just that we don't know it. Get your phone and give it to an 8-year-old. I guarantee you that 8-year-old jailbreak your phone. Will dissect your shit and tell you everything about it. So if they could dissect and jailbreak that phone, you don't think they could create that phone? You don't think they could manufacture that phone? So they stopped the education for us. The education stopped for us when they brought in standardized testing. So when standardized testing was brought in, only a small percentage. Think about the percentage of African Americans that was leaving public high school, going to college, getting an education, going off to do brilliant things and create brilliant things. Those numbers went down. Those numbers went down. Why? Because they brought in standardized testing. Standardized testing was designed in African-American schools to do what? Stifle the growth of Black people. That's why the educational system ain't like it was when I went to school, and if you're over 40, when you went to school. So what was the end result of that? Crime. We didn't have this kind of crime when I was young. We had niggas selling weed on the corner and shit. I'll testify. Weed on the corner. Then the crack came in. Black entrepreneurs, crack, weed, cocaine, heroin, quaaludes, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? It went away. They got the crack off the street, but they left the cocaine. And they left the weed. And now they have all these other creative drugs that they're using right now. But what was crack designed to do? Again, crack was coronavirus 19. Take it in the Black community and put these niggas on these crazy ass drugs. Put them on crack and they kill each other. They're going to kill each other because they're fighting for turf. They got turf wars, gang wars, and the crack and the idiots who take the shit are going to be they're going to be worthless to society and eventually shrivel up and die. Another coronavirus. Y'all don't hear me now. Y'all get caught up in this shit. Y'all, I can sit there, man, and make a whole bunch of money just saying, yasa, they love me. I could be right over there with the motherfuckers. Just play ball, Luke. Just calm down. Why you still keep doing that? Do you know you can make so much money? They love you and they love the things that you've done in life. You're just a little too Black. Just a little too Black. Like almost, I feel like Monique when what the guy was talking to, Steve Harvey. I feel like Monique. And see, we all have those Monique moments with the Steve Harvey. Monique, just be quiet. They love you. I sell everything because I gotta pay my kids. I gotta put money in the bank for my wife. I gotta do this. I sell my soul. If they want me to run around here like a fucking monkey with a black face on, I do it. There's a lot of Black people doing it. Unfortunately, not me. I'm going to die a proud Black man. My chest held up high. But that's the shit we feed into. As long as they see us supporting that, when they see us supporting Uncle Tom's, they sit back there in the chair. Oh, let's see how they react to this guy. Oh, so they don't like the proud Black woman. They don't like the proud Black man. All right, let's go find us some more Black faces. Put them out there. Because Black people like that. It's a whole lot of them. We don't know our value. So when you buy into that, they have no respect for you neither. Ratings off the chart. Uncle Tom ratings off the charts. Just be quiet, Monique. Be quiet. Don't say nothing. Go over there and talk to Oprah. Listen to what Oprah tells you. She try to put you up on game. They love you. You're a very talented person, Monique. Be quiet. Just don't do it. Listen. Massey is listening around the corner. You can make so much money because you're so talented. You don't think I heard that shit? I go to football practice. I'm 62nd with the kids, fighting to get them in practice, calling their mamas and shit. Y'all come to practice. Let me inspire y'all. Let me save some of them. I mean, fuck that shit. They called me up, say, Luke, come on over to Star Island. Come on over to Puff Daddy. It's like, why you don't come to his house when he has all these parties? Why you don't come to Puff Daddy's house when he having all these parties? And I go over there, Puff Daddy, why you don't come to my house when I have these parties? Puff Daddy, listen, man, you know. Man, I know Luke. And then I go walk up in the party. I love Puff Daddy. That's my guy. I love him to death. I love him. Puffy is my friend. I love him. So they don't see me because I don't go nowhere. So I go to the, fuck it. They call Mike and everybody come to the party. Mike like, come on, man. The man having a party. You done had 1,000 parties in the last 10 years. You ain't been to a party in 5 years. The man keep asking where you at. He feeling some kind. Okay, let me go to the fucking party. Let me go. I go over there. Damn, Luke, you out? Big manager, manage all the big rappers. Damn, you out? Because you don't go nowhere. The girls with the big asses and shit and the Botox, fucking, what do they call it? Botox titties? On lips or whatever the tox is. I love you out. Yeah, just for a moment. I'm going back in my fucking cave. Shit too funny. Y'all be getting tried. They try society. I love it. This shit is good. They said, Luke, when you gonna do a fucking movie? I'm shopping the movie around. Some fucking network. They're gonna be like, yo, we're gonna do the movie. This motherfucker here. But I love it. I want y'all, if y'all could do this for me, I'm gonna, before I get on the sports part of this, man, take your kids, educate your kids, teach your kids Black history and not just the Martin Luther King thing, not just the Malcolm X thing, not just the Louis Farrakhan thing, but let them know deep Black history. Wherever you're from in the country, teach them about the area in which they're living in right now. Because every city has rich Black history. And then once you teach them about the history of the neighborhood that they come from and the city that they come from, then reach out and teach them about other places. I took my kids to South Carolina. And do you know they still have the slave market where they sold Black people? That shit's still sitting there. You need to and see, that's the thing. If they educated our kids and stopped doing the standardized testing, our kids have a lot more respect for each other, because they know the sacrifices that others had to make for them. But they don't know it. They don't know history. So not knowing history, that spells a lack of respect for each other. Take them to South Carolina. Take them places. Inspire them to do what they want to do. Have conversations with them about what do you want to be? What you want to do? And they'll tell you. Pay attention to your kids. If you see your kid like dogs and animals and shit, they're intrigued by dogs and animals and look at the shit that they're looking at on TV. Oh, they like a bunch of dogs and animals and shit cutting up. Then that means your kid want to be a fucking veterinarian. But you would never know. You would never know that. If you're so busy texting your girlfriend and your homeboy and going to the cigar lounge and going over here and all that there. You got to pay attention to your fucking kids first. I ain't going nowhere until my son is asleep. I ain't going to nobody's club until my son is asleep. And when my son, in my situation now, when my son is here at my house, I'm not going nowhere. Undivided attention until I get on here and talk to you crazy ass people. Pay attention to your kids and then you'll find out a lot about them because they are brilliant just like you. Everybody ain't finna be no goddamn football player. NFL only have 1,200 people in the league and only 100 jobs come available and over 50,000 seniors come out of college every year fighting for 100 jobs. So 1% of the kids make it to the NFL. And the same thing with the NBA. They got 15 motherfuckers on the team. You know what I tell my son? My son plays baseball. He's very good at it. And whatever we do, we try to perfect it because I teach him the same thing, the values that I was taught. Don't do nothing unless you're going to be the best at it. I'll try to be the best. I told a friend of mine, he said, man, your son is good at baseball. He's good at golf. I said, you know what? You know what I tell my son? We ain't fucking, I ain't teach you the game of golf, baseball, so you could get a scholarship to be on somebody's baseball team. You ask him, hey man, you play baseball? I say, yeah, you good at baseball? You know what I tell him? We learning baseball because you're gonna own the team one day. So he'll tell you in a minute, I play baseball to learn the game, to eventually own the fucking team. That's what I tell my kid. No, we don't own the fucking team. You play this shit to learn the game, to then eventually aspire to own the team. Now, if you don't get to own the team, you fall back but you shoot for the stars. You shoot for the stars. You play football. I'm learning this motherfucker to own the football team. Pastor Gregory Harris on here. My good friend. This gentleman right here. Y'all need to follow him. He's a pastor and he's a coach. He gives his time every day out there with me. We out in the hot sun, 102 degrees. The pastor, boots on the ground. 62nd, right across the street from the projects. Miami Edison Senior High. Pastor goes home, his wife does a Bible study on Wednesday and they live on the air and he runs home to get home on Tuesday, do Bible study and does his prayer on Sunday. That's the pastor that I want to follow. And I encourage y'all to listen to him. Because if he's ministering the word and he's saying, he's giving you the word and reading the text and saying these are the things that we need to do in this world to be better people based on and he reciting the Bible, he boots on the ground. He ain't talking about it, he being about it. That's a big difference. Big difference. Why? He could tell you exactly what's going on in every kid life and all the kids and their parents and the things that they're going through. And then he can administer the word and the word comes organically. A lot of these pastors get the information from somebody else. They wait to hear the streets talking. They have their homeboys and the people on the streets and then they say, Pastor, this was going on over here. Pastor, this was going on over here. And they got to hear what's going on. But then if you got boots on the ground, then you hear things. Y'all don't hear me. You can be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do. Everybody want me to run for governor. I'm thinking seriously about running for governor in the state of Florida. I'm seriously thinking about it. Because I look at the candidates, Nikki Fried, who all the same old regular little black activists. They love Nikki, the white lady. They love her so much. Oh, we love Nikki. Why are you going to run against Nikki? Old Charlie Crist. I don't even know Nikki Fried. She's from Miami. I ain't never seen her at Edison. I ain't never seen her at Norland. I ain't never seen her at Northwestern. I ain't never seen her at Hialeah. I ain't never seen her boots on the ground. I ain't never seen her at a shooting of a little baby trying to, like Crystal Foster, trying to get the reward money up. I ain't never seen her on the scene. I ain't never seen Charlie Crist understand our issues. They only deal with the 1%. They deal with the upper echelon 1% of white people, and what they do is hire a bunch of black people, activists, to go out there and spread the message as if they're the best things to sliced bread. And what do we get? Absolutely nothing. As always. So those are the people who I'm going to be running against if I decide to run. State of Florida. I already got my slogan. Luke for 22. Luke for 22. All I want you to do is send $22. I'm going to get all my hip hop homeboys. And when they start seeing me gathering up all my hip hop homeboys, then they're gonna call up Hillary, and they're gonna call up somebody else. Then they're gonna call Jay-Z, and then they're gonna tell Jay-Z, you need to call some of them rappers to then support these other people and don't support Luke. And then I'm gonna have a conversation with Jay-Z, and it's gonna be all over the internet, and then it's gonna be a big ass war. But Jay-Z ain't gonna do that because I just put it out there. He's gonna be over here supporting Uncle Luke and telling all the other rappers. Him and Kanye West and all the rest of them, and Lil Wayne and all the rest of them, and Ice Cube and Killer Mike and you name it, and Rihanna and A$AP Rocky and all of them gonna be tweeting Luke for 22 and give $22. So with their 150 million followers, we're gonna raise more money than Ron DeSantis. We're gonna raise more money than fucking Donald Trump. We're gonna hit the $100 million mark. And y'all better be standing outside the door because they're going to try to come get me. They're going to come up with all kind of wild shit. You want him to be governor? Yeah. He had the wild and crazy fucking parties. He had the fucking wild shit on stage. You want him to be governor? Yeah. My life already is an open book. He just got a divorce. How dare you let a guy who just got divorced become the governor? Well, how many people got divorced? Well, he can relate to me. He got this, he got that. Oh, you want everybody to be squeaky clean? No. You want somebody who's been through something. So we're going to have a good time with this race. And then when the smoke clears, let's get down to the facts. Ron DeSantis, what makes you smarter than me? You had to pull yourself up through the bootstraps. Have you ever ran a corporation? No. Have you did community service work? No. So what fucking qualified? Because you white? And that's what we as black people have to think about. So what makes this motherfucker? This motherfucker ain't none of them in the race more qualified than me. How long? I got corporations. Been running them for years. Very successful businesses. You motherfuckers ain't never ran a business. You running for office. Poor little Nikki Fried, I'm gonna eat her alive. Because Democrats elected her as the agricultural secretary, and the black farmers still do not have a contract in the state of Florida to grow marijuana under her watch. So whoever march this little white lady up in our community with that bullshit, whether I run or not, I'm gonna eat her ass alive. And poor Charlie Crist, the way he screwed over Kendrick Meeks, him and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, mosey his ass up in the community. I'm going to eat him alive. And we already know Crazy Ron. So when I look at who's running, I say I'm going to have to get up off my ass and go out here. Because we have no candidates that's going to do nothing for the people of the state of Florida. We have no candidates that's going to do nothing for white people. We ain't got no candidates that's going to do nothing for people in rural areas. We ain't got no candidates that's going to give African Americans the opportunity. I fuck around and win. This will be the first state where blacks will have the opportunities that this red, white, and blue say we are afforded. I think everybody who lives in the state of Florida should get paid no less than $50,000, $60,000 a year. I told somebody that, they was like, how the fuck you gonna do that? I say, shit, when you're born in Dubai, you're a millionaire. We got all this sun, beaches, nightlife, this, that, and the other, but we ain't putting it to work. We ain't putting any of this shit to work. You got the current governor, he running around every pit stop after pit. He going every city doing a press conference. The man ain't been to his office to do no work yet. Hello. The man ain't been in his office yet to do nothing creative and create something that his legacy can stand on. They said, why would you be running against an incumbent? Fuck that. They just beat Trump. This man do press conference and say outlandish shit. That is his job every day. What policies have he created? Meanwhile, everybody in the state of Florida and the black community killing each other. You just want to sit up there and get a soundbite, say some stupid shit to be on the news every day. Ron DeSantis said this. What crazy shit did he say? Because he has no ideal. He don't have any ideal to do anything to move the state of Florida forward. So he says stupid shit. When people have no ideals, they turn into the class clown. You remember the person in the classroom when it was time for that motherfucker to go up there and do his presentation? He just started acting crazy and shit because he wasn't prepared. Because he wasn't prepared. He had nothing to say. And nothing to say. So he do some stupid outlandish shit to get thrown out the class because they wasn't prepared. It's no different than what you have right now. Bruce Jones, how many hotels in Miami Gardens? If you call a stadium hotel a hotel, that's crazy too. No hotels in Miami Gardens. Do you know how many black people who own hotels around the country that I've sent to the city of Miami Gardens to get shot down because they black and Miami Gardens is a black city? Sometimes black people don't want to do business with black people. I'm just here to tell y'all. I'm here to tell you. So you see these black people sitting up in these seats and shit. They sitting up in these seats because some little white man put the money into their campaign. So they already bought and paid for. So they just sit up there in a black seat, representing the black area, and they don't take their orders from the black people who put them in office. They take their orders from the white guy who put them in office. And if you don't hire the white guy who put them in office, and he ain't fucking with no black people, he sell off the land and sell off all the money and get all the governmental contracts and shit for his clients because he put the money in the black guy campaign because black people were not putting money. We want to do a fundraiser. We know where to be found. So we lose the seat because we're not a part of the political process. But you would know that if kids were educated in school to understand politics and how it works. I'm getting off here because they're going to come get me. And when they come get me, y'all better come get me. I'll be a martyr. in jail. I'm gonna stop this shit and be quiet. If I be quiet, I can make millions. But I get on here fucking with y'all. And when I get on here fucking with y'all and telling y'all and speaking my mind and speaking truth into the atmosphere, then what ends up happening, that nigga ain't learned. This shit's so funny. Hey, this shit's so funny. I want to talk about the Kevin Sullivan guy. That dude is deep. Is he really saying things that people should have been saying about women? Or is he wrong? Is he saying things that that women have been thinking about other women, or saying things that should have been said to women a long time ago? Is that what he's doing? That's why he's so popular. The man is over 1 million views and he has 300,000-400,000 people listening to what he has to say. And the women get on there from 25 to 45 and he just shoot them in the face. And some get on there and try to attack the man. And then some critics and all that. Is he saying? But then the crazy part about a lot of this shit Buddy's saying is all facts. Buddy is saying facts, but it just was never said. A lot of things was just never said. But some things I don't agree with. A lot of things I do agree with. It's amazing. Y'all, that brother is deep. I look at him on Instagram. I can't be searching all over the place for nobody. I had to go find you at one place. Do y'all agree with this dude or not? He has valid points. Kevin, he has valid points. Dude gets on there and says, let me see one of the topics that he said. High value men. Black women, he says, black women, you want a high value man, and then he goes through this whole thing, and he gets the black woman on there, and he asks her a question and says, how old are you? And then the lady says, I'm 28. And then he says, 28. He said, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have any kids? Do your mama have any kids? Or you come from a single parent household situation? He breaks them down with the same thing every time, and then he dissects them. And then the women be on there. Say, well, what happened to your boyfriend? Well, I had a boyfriend. And was he a good guy? Yes, he was a good guy. And what happened? He didn't make enough money. He wasn't meeting me at the same level I was at. 50% of the women get on there. So I had to go find me somebody else. Who do you have now? You have nobody. You got rid of that good man. Then the man break down the facts of the average income of African-American man. He said average income of African-American man is $37,000 in the United States of America. So you're sitting there telling me you want a man that makes 6 figures and you make 6 figures. Then he said, well, are you educated? See, here we go. Educated motherfucker. So you think you're better than this black man here. Unfortunately, you live in a world that it's not too many black men. Not too many high-value black men. This is what this dude be talking about. And he be breaking these women down. So again, when you sit there and think about the things that he's saying, he's giving the numbers because everybody is being fed this fictitious number as if it's a whole bunch of millionaire, 1% black men, where it's not because of what I've been talking about the whole conversation. Education. And the lack thereof, opportunity, and the lack thereof. If we were getting some of them big ass contracts, the Senate, the House, Joe Biden just passed the biggest infrastructure contract in the history of America. How much money black people gonna get? Don't give me no fucking stimulus money. Don't give me no fucking $1,000 a month. Don't give me no unemployment money. Them peanuts compared to what the fuck these white boys finna get. They lined up at the door. Y'all think y'all was getting over on the PPP and the CCC and all this shit? No. This the big check here. Because when you go to doing a contract to build these roads, you finna get some millions. $400 million to rebuild a fucking highway. that they'll be building on that fucking highway till we all dead. Just set your family up for life. Your son will be building that highway until he dead. The question is how much money black people who put him in office is going to get. Follow the money. I mean, how many of us going to be left? Because the 50%, they might get rid of us. Shit, this shit crazy. I'm getting off here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I had a good time. I'll see y'all on Sunday. I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. I got a big private party in D.C. on Saturday. If I can get my ass out here, if this hurricane don't catch me, I end up staying here, but I will be in Washington, D.C. on Saturday for a special private party at a disclosed location, but an undisclosed location. So I see y'all. I love y'all. I enjoyed it. Y'all have a good night.